So now we're on to question 5, and it says repeat until is one type of loop structure. Identify and describe 2 other types of loop that you could use when writing pseudocode. So they use pseudocode again because there's different languages you can use for this exam, so you don't have to learn one specific one. So the first loop structure is a for loop. And with a for loop, they're good for if you know, good to use when you know how many iterations are to be done. Iterations means number of times you loop around. So if you remember that a for loop, good for arrays and lists and things like that. Then the second one is a while loop. So we just put a while. And a description that this is when you have a sort of a specified condition to loop around for. Okay, so good when you don't know how many times you're going to go around. So if you've written programs where the user has got like a menu system, then you don't know how many times they're going to use that program. You can let them decide, and you would have, a Boolean value, for example, say press Q for quit, then you set that Boolean value to be false, and it would exit out of the while loop. There is usually a question in the exam paper about pseudocode structures. Sometimes they might ask about if and else. Just be aware that if they do ask for what's called conditionals, then they mean if and else, or a case statement. Do revise case statements. They like asking about that. So they kind of sort of alternate between exam papers, asking between loops or conditionals. So do revise both.